What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Budget Aquatics. So I'm going to be starting a new series I'm going to call My Experience With, and in this series I'm going to be talking about fish, coral, equipment, all things that I have had experience with, kind of a review, but with my personal experiences as the basis of me telling you about whatever the fish or the equipment or the coral. So I hope you guys enjoy this segment. I have tons and tons of episodes for it, and today I'm going to be starting with the Pygmy Cherub Angelfish. So I have my little note sheet here. I'm going to be referring to Live Aquaria for most of the basic care information, and then I'm going to go ahead and give you my personal experience with keeping that particular fish, coral, or using that specific piece of equipment. So the Pygmy Cherub Angelfish. It's a beautiful, beautiful fish. I think it's one of the smallest species, probably even the smallest species that's available to aquarists right now of angelfish, and it's quite a hoot, I'll tell you that. So starting with tank size, it's required to have a minimum tank size of 55 gallons. Now I will say I do not keep it in a 55 gallon, I do keep it in a 40 gallon breeder, but hopefully in the near future I can upgrade. I do currently have a 55, it's just not set up at the moment. So if anything were to arise, I already have a 55 gallon tank handy that I can utilize to upgrade them to. So he's sitting in my 40 gallon breeder currently at the moment. And before I get to that, they're also semi-aggressive, okay? Semi-aggressive. I will say they are very aggressive. Take that, but there's a caveat to this. They grow to about 3 inches in size. They are an omnivore. They will go and pick at hair algae and other various algae on rocks and on coral. They are reef safe with caution, so keep that in mind. Luckily, I have no issues with mine, but there have been accounts of angelfish, and I'm not sure specifically this one, but accounts of angelfish picking at LPS corals. They are originally native to the Caribbean, so very nice warm climate fish. So let me give you my experience with the Pygmy Cherub Angelfish, and then I'll take you over here and I'll show you about him. So I bought this fish from one of my LFS after I saw him. I'm gonna put this down. After I saw him in actually I believe it was maybe a 10 gallon tank with a pair of clownfish and some LPS at a different LFS. So I went to the owner and I inquired as to how he got along in such a small tank. How did he do with the LPS and the other fish? And he said he's had him in there for a little while, and he's had no issues. He doesn't pick at his frog spawns or his hammers or any of that. It doesn't bother anything. Now, I don't know if this was an isolated case. He was very shy. The angelfish would hide almost immediately as you go to the tank. But it was really cool. It's probably my favorite saltwater fish at the moment. His coloration is just out of this world, and they're very very fun to watch and just observe. So I'm gonna take you over here and show you him while I give you some more information about how he gets along in my system and issues I've been having with him. So this is my Cherub Pygmy Angelfish right here. He is the yellow face with the blue body. A very beautiful fish, good fish to have in your system. I wouldn't recommend keeping them like I have in my 40 gallon breeder with so many other fish, because they do like their own territories, but it's a great fish to keep if you're not going to keep as many fish like I did. Also, or if you're going to keep a lot of fish, I would upgrade to a 55 or larger tank. They are very active. They'll be around day and night swimming around, and they're very aggressive. They don't like other fish anywhere near where they've claimed. So I would recommend not getting fish that are smaller than it, because they will get bullied. Now, if you are going to get other fish with similar body shape as the angelfish, I would recommend getting fish that have a similar level of aggression. I find that even though he goes after my clownfish and my chromis, due to their ability to become aggressive, they seem to be able to bully him away, and he usually doesn't bother them unless they really get too close to him. But for the most part, he's learned to leave them alone. So, very great fish to have, very beautiful and stunning fish. And just keep in mind that they are very aggressive and they are very active swimmers. Now, as far as reef safe, he is reef safe with caution. Angelfish have been known to sometimes pick at LPS. I haven't had that experience. He doesn't bother any of my LPS, and as you can see, I have quite a few LPS. I've also found that he will pick at algae, like they say. He goes through the rocks looking for little bits and pieces of algae, but he will readily take just about anything you feed him. It's recommended to feed some spirulina, some algae-based foods, but as well as some meaty foods such as brine and mysis. But that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna let you watch him now and see if this is a fish that you think you would like to keep. And that's pretty much my experience with the Cherub Pygmy angelfish. So this is episode 1. Let me know if you guys would like to see anything different in my next episode. So the next episode is going to be an equipment episode. I'm going to be talking about a specific piece of equipment and how I've interacted with it and my experiences with using it.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
So if you like what you've seen in this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe and share a little bit of information to the next hobbyist. So this was on the Cherub Pygmy angelfish. So let me know if any of you have kept Cherub Pygmy angelfish. What have been your experience with keeping them? Did they eat your LPS? Did they kill any of your other fish? I would just like to hear from you guys. It would help other people considering purchasing one of these fish to decide whether they want to get one or not. So let me know if there was anything about the video you liked or did not like, so that I can better assist you guys in enjoying my content. So thank you guys for watching. My name is Alex. Look out for the next episode next week. Have a good one.
That's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take